Hi, this is Satyarth Nayak, author of The Emperor's Riddles. One thing nobody knows about me is I wish I'd written Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None. I think it's a perfect book. I just love it. I wish I'd written that. I call my book a freak of nature because it was not planned. Journalism was something I was doing for 5 years, and then I kind of wanted to diversify, get into film direction. That was the plan. But the book just happened one day very randomly. I was rereading Dan Brown, and I just got this curious idea of wanting to know if there's something interesting in our own Indian culture and history, something really mysterious, something esoteric, something absolutely that can be called a royal secret. So it was a very random search on the internet, and I came across this legend. I just stumbled across this legend, this very mesmerizing legend of an Indian emperor, and what he did 2000 years ago. It just blew me off completely. And the more I read about it, the more I knew that this was one story I had to tell. So that's how the whole journey started. It's a huge compliment. I absolutely adore Dan Brown. I think the book happened because of Dan Brown, and I have been reading all his books, and I think he's just a fabulous writer. I love the kind of research he brings into his work. That is absolutely unparalleled. So to be compared to him is a huge honor and a tribute, but I don't think that's fair enough. I think I have miles to go before I can even stand next to him. So let's not rush there, but yes, it just feels wonderful to be appreciated so much right after a debut novel. Yes, as I was saying, I just kind of understand what we've been putting people through, the entire ordeal of getting them wired up and asking all kinds of difficult questions and making them stare at the lens all the time. So I think I should apologize to all my interviewees now that I know what they felt. I don't know boast, but I don't think I ever had a writer's block. Somehow, the novel just happened and just flew. And I think I was excited enough with the topic, with creating all those riddles for my readers and the entire history part. I love history, I love mystery. So I think somewhere my love for the genre just kept me going. So I don't really see myself ever thinking. And yes, the hard part were the riddles. Creating those riddles was the hard part, yes. But I wouldn't really call it a writer's block, thankfully. So far, I haven't encountered that. Again, nothing was planned. The only thing I planned was that I would probably try to finish one chapter a day. That was something I had kind of kept in mind. Also, I had a structure pre-planned because this was a thriller, and thrillers are primarily plot-driven. They're not character-driven. So that was also there in my mind, to have some kind of a skeleton ready and then start filling in the flesh and the bones. So that was the basic idea. I'm kind of indifferent to Twitter. It doesn't really help me much either ways. So I'm indifferent. First of all, I think a writer should write when he's really enthused with an idea. A lot of people, they come up to me and tell me that we started this book, but we have abandoned it midway. So that happens because the idea that you have, it either wasn't, big enough to be a novel, or you just weren't excited about it. So please write when you're absolutely excited, when the idea grabs hold of your neck and says, sit down and write. That's when you should actually write. That's one. Secondly, I wish more Indian authors would write about more Indian stories and Indian characters and Indian settings. I see a lot of young writers who unfortunately write about Western settings and Western stories, and even the names are Western. We have so much within our own history and culture to talk about. So let's look at our own Indian culture and Indian setting and write stories regarding that. And third tip would just be have fun. Just have fun, because unless you have fun writing, I won't have fun reading your book. So that's really important.